Yo guys, what's up? We have college football Saturday here. We have a ton of great games, so I got 6 plays that we're going to get into a little bit later in this video. A lot of great games on, so we have a lot to go over. But guys, I'm fed up, okay? Look at this right here. Everybody said on Thursday Night Football, oh, how could we have known these guys were, going to go under such a bad game? I knew right here. Right here, okay? If you guys are in VIP, you guys know we went up 8 units just on Thursday Night Football. Right here, we went under on everybody. So as soon as that free Caleb Williams pick hits, we hit 2 different 3-mans right there. Okay, guys, but I'm fed up. I want to go in. This video is going to be a little bit different. The first 5 minutes of this video, guys, I'm going to teach you guys what I do in VIP, how we make money in VIP, and how this is like a legitimate side hustle. Last year was my first year really starting to sports bet, and I had 3 different weekends where I made over $2,000 each weekend betting on football. This channel is free, obviously. I made this channel to teach you guys how to make money sports betting because I was making a ton of money and I wanted to teach you guys. I also have a ton of fun with it. That's why I made this channel. So I highly recommend to watch the next 5 minutes of this video. I'm going to explain to you guys and teach you guys what we do, the strategies we use, and how we make money. I'm not selling anything, no BS like that. I'm legitimately just teaching you guys and taking a little bit of time to talk about it because I normally just, don't really go way into depth on how we make money or VIP or anything like that. So I'm going to get into depth. If you guys just want to see the plays, skip like 5 minutes ahead until I'm actually on Prizepicks talking about the plays. But for everyone that actually wants to make money, sports betting, and are legitimate sports bettors, listen to the next 5 minutes. So obviously in the last, couple videos, I made VIP free. Usually it is $300 a month. I made it free for you guys for a month just because I wanted to help you guys out. So all you have to do get into VIP for free is download either Chalkboard or Sleeper with code GHOST. These are the states you guys can get it in. So if you guys are in these states, especially pay attention to the next portion of this video. Basically, let's first talk about the strategy we use in football and why it's actually good and why it actually makes us a dumb amount of money. So basically, we use correlated plays. What that means is we want to pick usually 4-man plays. As you guys can see right here, all the different 4-man plays we've hit on the season so far. Usually what we like to do is take a quarterback and then their wide receiver 1, both over or both under their yards. Because if you have someone like Shedeur Sanders throwing for over 300 yards in a game, 99% of the time he throws for over 300, Travis Hunter is going to get over 75 receiving yards. No problem. So that is a correlated play. So basically we're taking 4-man plays that pay out 9x when we hit, but we're basically only taking a 2-man play if you think about it, because we're basically just saying, okay, Colorado over under and then NC State over under. So we're basically doing 2 different picks and we're putting it in a 4-man that's going to pay us 9x instead of a normal 2-man play is going to pay us 3x. That's why it is so profitable to bet on football. So now that you guys know that strategy, I'm going to show you guys over here this, color-coded graph explaining the units we've made so far in the season. So if you look right here, this is just showing like the duos we've taken. So Colorado, NC State, right? We cashed for 8 units. You guys can see all the misses right here. All these reds misses, so that's -1 unit in all these, and then all these are +8, +2, +9. You guys get it, right? Basically, the way we are profitable is we'll put down maybe 15, 20 different 4-man plays throughout the weekend for college or NFL, right? All we need to hit is 2 or 3 4-mans and then we profit, right? So you guys might look at this and be like, oh, you missed a ton. How are you profiting? We're only missing 1 unit on all of these. We're only going down 1 unit on all these misses, but then you cash a bunch of, little 4-mans here. So 8 units, 8, 9, 8, a little 2 right there. That ends up putting us up 24 units on the week. So this was week 1 of college football. We went up 24 units. A unit is how much money you put down on each play. So you guys can choose your own unit size. I would start really low, so $5 or $10 for easy math. Let's just go with $10. So if your unit size is $10, in VIP, everyone in VIP gets sent screenshots to their phones of my plays for the weekend, right? And then what they'll do is they'll put $10 on every single one of those plays. So you'll put $10 on every single one of these plays, and then you'll go up 24 units. So you will profit $240 just in week 1, right? So again, VIP, like I said, it is free. These people in week 1 made $240, and that's only if your unit size is only $10. I have people in VIP where their unit size is $100. I know a couple people that made over $2,400 in week 1. Now you go over to week 2, we all know NFL sucked. We had over 15 quarterbacks not throw for over 200 yards, which screwed us. We were up over 10 units for college football on Saturday. You go into Sunday, NFL screws us, and we go down a bunch of units on Sunday. But overall in the weekend, we still went up 3.5 units. So still profit. Obviously not what we want to be at, but it's still profit. You can't really complain about profit. It's still pretty good. And then obviously going into week 3, don't mind any of this. This is all copy and pasted from the week before. You guys just look up at these first 2 plays. These are the only updated plays right here. We're up 8 units so far in week 3. Saturday's slate looks really good. We have a couple plays already set up that we've hit 2 out of the 4 guys. So it's looking like hopefully by the end of this weekend, we can go up 20 to 30 units during this weekend. So like I said, 3.5 right here, 24 the first weekend. I'm hoping we could go again 20 to 30 units here in week 3. So that's really going to explain to you guys how we make a dumb amount of money in VIP. Again, if you guys only have a $10 unit size, you guys are making a couple $100 every single weekend. That's why I call it a side hustle. That's why I tell you guys you can make legitimate money at sports betting. So if you guys do want to get in VIP, you guys, all you have to do, go to the links down below. They're all down below for you guys. You just have to download either the Chalkboard app or the Sleeper app. Choose which one you want to download. Does not have to be both. Download one of these apps. Use code GHOST when you download it. Deposit only at least $10 on the app with code GHOST. And then drop a comment down below saying, hey, I used your code. And I will send you guys a link to a free month of VIP so you guys get all those plays for 4 different weekends. Again, these are the states that they're in. This is what it looks like on the App Store. So if you guys are in one of these states, you could literally just go right now. It takes 5 minutes. Download one of these apps. You get a free $100 deposit match on these apps as well. So you guys can get a free $100 and a free month of VIP. So hopefully that explains to you guys the strategy we use and kind of how we actually make units and how we actually make money. I think a lot of people think I just randomly say, oh, we're up 30 units, we're up 25 units. I'm not making it up. We actually do have a color-coded graph. We keep track of every single play we take, every single unit that we go up or down. We keep track of all of it. So I really wanted to take some time and explain that to you guys. But now let's hop into the plays. So like I said, guys, we have 6 different plays, so a dumb amount to talk about. This is going to be a longer video for sure. It already is. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, guys. I grind my ass off for these videos, so I would really, really appreciate it if you guys can do that. But the first play we're going to talk about, and I'm going to kind of fly through it. I'm obviously going to give my reasons as to why I like the plays, but I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet for you guys. Josh Kelly, Texas Tech. So this North Texas versus Texas Tech game, a lot of Texas. Holy goddamn. Should be a shootout. Now, usually we see the highest games throughout the weekends, and I've talked about this in one of the last videos. A very high game total line for these games would be like 64.5 is a really high game total line that these casinos and sports books put these lines at. This game is set at 69.5 right now. So they expect this game to be a very high scoring game. That is insane. That means they are projecting this game to be like 35-35. Projection. That's crazy. That is the highest line I've ever seen for not only a college football game, but just a football game in general. That's stupid. So what I want to do with that is I'm obviously going to go over on Josh Kelly's receiving yards. You guys can see he's gone over 5 out of his last 5 games. He gets targeted some of the most in the entire country. This guy gets 10 plus targets every single game. He usually catches about 7 of them. And then obviously you guys can see usually goes over that line of 85. North Texas, like I said, game should be a high scoring game. Both offenses really, really good. Both offenses love to pass the ball. North Texas and Texas Tech both have trash defenses. So we're hoping Texas Tech can go put up 35 plus points on the board and Josh Kelly could just go off and have a crazy game, go over 100 plus yards, which I think he should. So we're going to go over right there on 85 yards. Since I already started talking about that game, we'll go straight into the next pick, which is also from that game. We're going to go Sheffield. So basically, obviously all the same reasons. This is North Texas's number 1 receiver. They have another receiver where his line's at like 65.5. But I actually like Sheffield more. He tends to get more targets. He's had the most targets on the team both games they've played. So hopefully he could get another, 10 plus targets in this game and then have about 7 receptions. And if he does, he should definitely go over this line. His quarterback's line for North Texas is at 300 yards, which I think he'll get really close to, if not just go over. So if he does go over 300, or even if he gets to 250, really, Sheffield should definitely be able to go over 57. I think this line's just low just because of the title of Texas Tech, and they're a much bigger school than North Texas. But I really like North Texas. I think they're a little bit underrated, and I think they're going to be able to throw the ball really well in this game because of how bad Texas Tech's defense is. So we're going to go over 57.5 yards right there. That's going to be that first game. I really like a lot of overs in that game. Second game we're going to go to NC State. We're going to go with Concepcion. I think I just nailed that name, actually. I was going to say I butchered it, but I think I just nailed that. Kevin Concepcion, okay? We're going to take him over 16.5 fantasy score. I wanted to take him over yards. You guys could totally do that. Don't get me wrong. You guys could take him over almost anything, and I'd be okay with it. This guy actually gets targeted like some of the most in the country. This guy, in his first game, I think he had 16 or 17 targets, something crazy like that. McCall loves throwing this guy the ball, especially near the end zone. Now, obviously, they played Tennessee. They had a horrible game, not just as an offense, but as a team in general. They got smoked. They got ran out of the building. So he still had 10 points in the game, which is still really good. If you guys watch that game and you guys know how bad they got killed, that's a really good score. 10 is very solid for him. In this first game, he had, I think, like 10 catches, 100-something yards, and 2 touchdowns in that game. Almost had 40 fantasy score. They're playing Louisiana Tech in this game. I definitely expect them to put up at least 5 touchdowns in this game. And if they do, Concepcion should definitely be able to get at least 1, if not maybe 2 touchdowns again in this game. And even if he doesn't, I think he could still easily go get 9 catches, 100 yards in this game and hit without a touchdown. But I think the fact they're playing a bad team, projected to get a lot of touchdowns, that's why I'm going to lean fantasy score for this one, just in case if they do score a bunch of touchdowns, he gets taken out of the game early, and maybe he only has 5 catches, 60 yards, but he has a touchdown and goes over that line. So that's why I'm going to take his fantasy score over at 16.5 right there. Now, the fourth play, a lot of talking in this video, a lot of plays to go into the fourth play. Another guy who gets targeted a crap ton, Savon Williams. Now, 57.5 is mean. That's rude. That's disrespectful. This guy has been targeted. He got targeted against Stanford 17 times against Stanford and only had 85 yards. But when you have a receiver getting targeted anywhere over 10 targets a game, really, but especially anywhere near 17 targets, ridiculous. I'm taking their over on yards every single game. You really only need him to catch 8 of those passes to go over most. He could go over with 5 catches easily. 57.5 seems way too low. TCU is projected to win this game. The over-under scores at like 60.5, so it should be a decently high-scoring game. Again, TCU is projected to barely beat them, so I think they should have about 4 touchdowns in this game. They should be moving the ball decently well. UCF does have a pretty solid defense, but again, Savon Williams getting 17 targets a game, he is basically their entire offense when it comes to passing the ball. So if they pass the ball 30 times in this game, which they should definitely throw it at least 30 times in this game, he should get 10, 15 targets in this game. He should get a bunch of receptions and easily go over 57.5 yards. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx that, but he should be able to do that. Third, or I don't even know what number we're on. Another play. We got Jackson Dart for Ole Miss. We're going to take his over at 323 passing yards. Obviously, that line does seem high, but he is playing Wake Forest. Wake Forest sucks. They are not a good football team. Sorry, any Wake Forest fans watching this video, but you guys already know that you're going to get your asses whooped in this game. So usually quarterbacks, I don't like taking their overs when it's really high lines against bad teams, but he's played 2 really bad teams. He played Vermont or something, and then Middle Tennessee, and they just don't take him out of the game. They just let this guy go for 400 a game, and they just don't take him out of the game. Against Wake Forest, obviously they're much better than both of these teams right here, so he should definitely be in this entire game. They're projected to win by like 4 or 5 touchdowns right now, but I think if they have 500 yards of offense, they're going to be 400 of those are going to be passing yards. So I really, really like this line of 200, or I don't know if I'd say I really like the line of 323. I just think I really like Jackson Dart. No Diddy, but I like the guy and I like the offense going over 323 passing yards right there. It's hard when they actually put his line up on Prizepicks. It's hard not to take the over with this guy. This offense just looks really, really good. One of the best in the country, if not the best passing offense in the country, at least as of right now. So I really like Jackson Dart going over. I like a couple of his receivers going over as well, but I lean towards the quarterback just in case they throw an 80-yard dump off to a running back, which Ole Miss could definitely do against Wake Forest. The final play, I think we got all the plays. So many plays today. I know you guys, some of you guys want more plays, so that's why I'm doing more plays. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you guys keep wanting, more plays every Saturday or Sunday. The last play we're going to go with Brady Cook. Now, hear me out. Look at his last 4 games. Obviously, he's gone under 4 out of his last 5 games. But if you guys don't know who this is, that might kind of throw you off, might make you not want to take this play. But if you guys have watched him play before, or you just know who this is from last season, this guy is a dog, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And these last 2 games, he threw for 218, 228. dude was not even trying. He played two horrible teams. He played Murray State and Buffalo, two trash teams, got taken out halfway through the third quarter, didn't even play the entire fourth quarter, and was barely trying, barely passed the ball, and got to like 220 and 230. Now he's playing a Boston College team, a ranked matchup. They're ranked 24th in the country. They just gave up 280 passing yards to DJU at Florida State. If you guys know anything about DJU or Florida State this year, they can't pass the ball for crap. If they can't pass the ball and still threw for 280, you think Brady Cook, who should play the entire game, even if they're up 3 or 4 touchdowns, this is a ranked opponent, they should definitely be playing him the entire game. You think he can't throw for over 265 yards? You're smoking something, A. Or B, they know something that we don't, and he's going to get injured, or one of his receivers are going to get injured, or something like that. So as long as everyone stays healthy in this game, isn't, a miracle under, this should definitely go over. I really like this Brady Cook play. I really like Missouri. He's being so underrated just because of his last 4 games, but people just don't understand how good this guy is. He was killing this line last year. When he plays a full game, he should easily be able to go over 260 yards. So we're going to take him right there. So again, guys, 6 plays right here. We did go over a lot. You guys, be careful. You guys do not have to take this in a 6-man. Now, I highly recommend to not take it in a 6-man. I'd break it up. These are just my favorite 6 plays. Take them how you want to take them. Personally, I'm filming this on Friday, so I'm actually I put this in for my Flex Friday play. So I did do a 6-man, but only because it's Flex Friday. If it wasn't Flex Friday, I would just break this up into a bunch of 2, 3, or 4-mans if you guys want to do that. But I really, really like these plays right here. These are my favorite plays of the day. So you guys, obviously, again, use these how you guys want to use them. But make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss any of the future videos. And then drop a comment down below if you guys have any other plays you guys like as well. But again, last but not least, guys, if you guys did not watch it, I would go back and watch it. Seriously, guys. You guys can literally just download one of these apps. It takes 5 minutes, and you guys get a $100 deposit match, a free month of VIP. All you have to do is sign up with code GHOST and drop a comment on this video. Do not forget to drop that comment so I could actually find you guys and send you that link to the free month of VIP. But other than that, guys, those are all the plays for the games on College Football Saturday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.